Please be ready for a dictation of exercise number 22 from Progressive Magazine of August 2022. 5 seconds. Start. Sir, India lives in the villages, and there is no doubt that the strength of villages is the strength of India. The planners have always kept and will always keep this thing in mind. When India became independent and we started the system of planning, attention was paid in this direction. At that time, our great institution, under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, framed land reform laws, and many other laws were passed in the country to give ownership right to the farmers and the tillers. During those days, about 170 laws were passed in the country, under which lakhs of tillers who were not the owners of land were given the ownership rights. By including all these laws in the 9th schedule of the Constitution, these were kept outside the purview of the courts of law. And in this way, a revolutionary step was taken by government of the independent India, for whom all these things were done. These were done for the welfare of the farmers living in the rural areas. Under those laws, 7 million tillers were given the rights of ownership for 5 million hectares of land. I concede that till now some of the states have not implemented the land reforms in the desired manner, but the government of India is continuously making efforts to get these laws implemented. We want that the man who tills the land should be the owner of the land, so that he is able to do farming independently, use modern means properly, and produce more. Under the ceiling law, 7 million acres of land has been declared surplus. In this way, you will find that by giving possession of 5 million acres of land to the landless farmers, our government has taken a revolutionary step. This helped in improving the condition of the rural people, particularly that of the farmers. In addition, there are people in our society who were called landless. Under the new economic program of our Prime Minister, these people were also distributed land. I agree that land is inadequate for them to make both ends meet, but earlier they were considered inferior, and now they have got a status in the society. The planners formulated a scheme for the small farmers so that they could be helped. We helped them so that they could take the maximum advantage of the land. For that, a sum of rupees 5,000 crore has been earmarked in the 7th 5-year plan as center's contribution. It is true that the agriculture contributes 36% in our net income. And I'm of the view that it is time now when we should modernize and mechanize our agriculture sector. I feel that a big change has been witnessed in the farming. We have become self-reliant in the matter of agriculture. We have produced 150 million tons of food grains at present and are not more dependent on foreign countries for food grains. Our land is capable of producing much more, and we need mechanization for exploiting it. I therefore want that this august House and the honorable members may discuss it and express their views so that during the 8th 5-year plan period, we are able to increase our GNP by producing the maximum in agriculture sector. Respected sir, I have heard the discussion and views expressed by both the sides on this resolution, and I have noted the suggestions made, but certain things have been said due to ignorance, which I think have been said in the absence of full knowledge of all the facts. Had my friend been aware of the facts, he would not have demanded rupees 10,000 crores through this resolution, because the government of India and the state governments are spending more than that and are trying to improve the lot of the rural people. When our planners observed that the plans are helping in improving the economic conditions of the people and bringing them above poverty line, they included more programs in the plans so that the evil of poverty could be eradicated from India. For this purpose, they undertook ambitious programs in the 5th 5-year plan. At the initial stages of IRDP and NREP, all the blocks of the country were not covered under them, and they were included on the selective basis. In the 6th 5-year plan, all the development blocks were covered. We have achieved more than the targets. For example, under IRDP, it was decided to bring 150 lakh families above the poverty line, but instead 165 lakh families were brought above the poverty line, which means that we have surpassed our targets. Similarly, under NREP, a target of 15,000 lakh man days was fixed against that. We were able to create 18,000 lakh man days. During the sixth plan, rupees 3,000 crores were spent on these programs. Stop.